Today I'm trying something that should not be possible and set a lap time that is in the top 200 of the world with a controller. We are in F1 25 in time trial Brazil, as this is one of my best tracks. Over 100,000 people have set a lap time on this track, so stick around till the end to see if we can get into the 0.2% of the world. Unfortunately, I lost the footage of the first couple of laps. Most were poor, but on lap 10 I managed to do a 107.692, which put me 1026th. Not too shabby out of 100,000 people, but let's take a look at our pace on the 14th lap, our first lap that I managed to recover. Not too bad, to be honest. I don't think it's too bad, but so a top 200 lap time was actually, I'm sorry for not showing you, I'll show you a little bit later, is a 7.281. On the top left you can see my rival, that is actually the 200th spot right now. Todd Graphics makes great thumbnails, by the way. Shout out to him for giving me a lot of inspiration. But crossing the line for a first lap, it was a nothing special 1.9. Then we started to struggle and you can see the laps go up and up because I want to show you a proper lap. But yeah, these first corners, it was pretty hard to do this. Lap 38. We are already in lap 38, guys. We're moving quick. This is gonna be our first time that we're gonna improve that lap 10. As you can see, a really nice sector 1 going into the middle sector here. Really hard to hook up. You actually want to turn in, miss the grass on the left hand side, and then try to go into the corner sideways and then really turn in later to still hit the apex and then cut as much of the inside as I keep talking about the corner that we have already passed for a long time. You can see the rest of the lap. Unfortunately, we were up by quite a bit, but we just, yeah, we mess it up towards the end. We are gonna improve and it's gonna be a top 967. We still have around 800 people in front of us. Now in lap 43 we do manage to improve. You can see that last sector just was not great, and we're gonna improve by a tiny bit, putting us in the top 925, 25th. I managed to do 2 laps which were very close, but after lap 50 it was first session done. Here you can see the top 200 is 7.281 is to beat. Then in the first lap we're gonna go on board again, because this was a really nice lap. First sector again, cut as much of the first 2 corners, and then in this corner you want to keep the speed, cut the corner a little bit, as you can see here, and get a good exit here. Throw the car in, get a small lift, try to lift before hitting the apex and then get on the power. Here I explained that corner before. Throw the car in the left-hander here and keep the minimum speed, but also focus on the exit there. You can gain a lot of time. Here this right-hander, you will see throughout this video that we're gonna gain a lot of time in that right-hander later on. But this last corner as well, a corner where you can just gain surprisingly amounts of time. Really hard braking corner as well, because you do not have any braking reference. And we do 7.589, putting us in the top 726 of the world. We still got quite a long way to go, 3/10. We still need to improve. And here you can see me struggle. It's really not an easy track, because you have to get close to the invalidation. And then we're gonna go on lap 12. And you're gonna hear me sing a little bit, because that's, yeah, I forgot to turn off my mic. So yeah, we're singing. We've got some Adele in the background. Every time I got the chance, I'm singing. It's so funny to listen back, but yeah, I just forgot to turn off the mic. Again here, really nice first sector. Trying to keep the speed there, throwing it in. We do lose some time, gain some time back on the exit, but it's close margins here. As you can see how close we get to the grass, slightly missing the apex, keeping a little bit too much speed, but we are gonna go into the last corner, up on our time a tiny bit. Can we get the exit right? Looks like we can. And we're actually gonna improve by over half a tenth here. And that's gonna be a 542, 7.542, putting us in the top 600 almost. So we are improving, but by now we are on lap 64 of me trying this. So we're not there yet. Lap 14, we are up on our time, going into the last corner. Can we manage to improve? It looks like we are gonna do another improvement. Although it's pretty much nothing. But it puts us well in the top 600. That was session 2 over. I did 30 laps there. So we are past lap 80. And now we're gonna go on for, I think this was day 2. So this is a day after that. I thought like, shit, I want to make this video, but I'm not I'm not even close to the top 200, you know. And then I saw someone that put his steering rate to 140. He's a very fast controller player. And so we are gonna try that. First couple of laps, 140, because I felt like we were just missing something. I was just not gaining the time that we could, you know. First couple of laps trying to get used to this new steering rate. But in lap 27 here, look how close we are. We're actually not gonna improve by just a very small in amount because of messing up the last corner. Now moving on to lap 33. Actually that is lap 110, 113, lap 114 is coming up here. You saw me change the setup. I just tweaked the setup a tiny bit. The world record setup only decreased the rear suspension by 1 click. And now we're gonna go on board for my best lap of this video. Top 558. Let's see if we can get close with this new steering rate as well. This first sector is the best first sector that I have done so far, I think. You can see me take a wider line. You should not take that close of a line. First sector is actually a 17.1 in the ones. Throwing the car in here, you want to keep the minimum speed, get a really good exit. We do gain some time on our time. Then turning in point, it's 50 meter. As I said, here you can see, unfortunately, that one corner there, we throw the car in and we lose the rear, but we're still gonna send it through these next corners. And look at the time, we are just up. And this corner, beautiful corner, we're up by 1.2 tenths at this point. Keeping the car tight in this last sector. Can we not mess it up in the last corner? We missed the apex maybe slightly, but it doesn't lose us time. And we get onto the power nicely. It's gonna be an improvement from 40. What can we do? How high is this gonna put us? It's a big improvement for such a small lap. We're gonna cross the line. It's gonna be a top 287. Unfortunately, we're not gonna get into the top 200 in this video. However, it is a top, I think, 85th on just PlayStation. I'm pretty happy with this. We'll take it, we'll take it. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, smash that like button and subscribe. Help me get to 1K. And I'm sure you will enjoy the video in your screen where I try to get a top 1% on Singapore, driving 97 laps. Go watch it. See you next time.